not know that our enemies have no face? They are indigents of no state. They come from no place. And if this boat capsizes, every one of us will go under. So when the drums sound, let everybody answer. Do not say, I am the Iroko when the forest is burning. Do not say, I am the Obeche when the forest is burning. Our differences will not stop us from perishing together. So when the drums sound, let everybody answer.
This is the network service of the NTA.
Na wa for vow. Na le wahala the cost so.
Which one come with that one again?
You no know wetin be VAR. You sit down on top table with me, they argue football. VAR. Video assistant referee, now you don't know. You says they cheat our girls. He says they cheat our girls for our match against France. When they play that penalty, when they enter, he says they cheat our girls.
Oh, that thing pay me no be small thing. It pay me no be small thing. Imagine that kind of thing. The keeper cut the ball finish and say them go retake am again. Which kind of nonsense is that one?
Why? I no understand. That's kind of thumb. Pay me, best me well, no be small.
Within they even talk. Then say the keeper leg is supposed to be on top of the line. Say at least one of her leg. You know Chiamaka now, our goalkeeper, where they jump like flog. Yes. She don't jump pass the line before they knock the ball out.
She won't crazy. So when they knock the ball a second time, she won't crazy.
Gentlemen and ladies, you see, women's football is very interesting. Can you believe the other day, USA defeated Thailand by 13-0? Football.
You know, for only woman ball you visit that country.
Alhaji, I disagree. In fact, I beg to disagree. What of? Let me remind you. FIFA under 20 men football for Poland. When Norway beat Honduras, 12 Hondo. That is 12-0. Okay, now, do you know the worst part of that match?
Yes.
One player scored 9 goals.
Why? Only him.
Only one player.
9 goals. Chidi. That one, we dey see there so. Now best football, no be Memphis. Yes,
I'm
telling you.
Oh, Tito, Agboran. Every time football. Even tell God say I'm not even quarrel today.
Wait, tell you what Mike would they talk about me. Eh? Have you what make they talk about home videos?
Achebi. In fact, woman leader, for this your singular art, yeah? I will ask you one question. Don't fear the answer. Now tell us. What is the name of our female senior football team?
Look at you. Ma Chidi. Make I tell you now, the fact say I know the follow on at all ball. No be say I know sabi football.
Madam Zagi, I beg, no first. Answer this wrong. Answer this wrong.
I should answer.
Answer.
I should tell you who the answer.
Answer.
Oh, they are not. Super Falcon.
She got it.
I told you.
In fact, wait. Don't apologize too much because I have one more for you. What is the name of the captain?
Na jam question, you go carry me go exam. I beg you.
Feel like say, like you know, I made this one. So it's the context style, the dodger.
Oh, Shebala, Mr. Sabi, you wear Sabi. Oh, yeah, now. Help me answer.
Okay. Let me help her. The name is Desire. Did you hear that?
Clap for yourself.
As I was saying.
Oh, you carry trophy now, so don't talk the best.
What I'm saying is that van, I am not okay with it.
Very annoying.
I am not okay with it.
See, Makuna no first. As you they ask this question, they make me the say, now only you sabi pass. Madam Segunus, I'm very grateful to you. You try, in fact, you surprised me say you even know that most of them. I want to ask her one question. You think so now only you sabi pass? Very good. After them play the second penalty, for that keeper, we fly go Jerusalem, we go Jericho. Okay, who be that first man? Where shall go? For crap. Who be the first man? Where shall go? If you sabi it now, I will not be bearing Udo again.
So I sabi you. Now that's what we do. Hey, what like now?
You know the just in the room.
I know it.
I said the man. The next question was, Madam said you try. And I said you. Nobody remember that one. Nobody. Ọ̀la kù sẹ́yìn jaburata.
Yeah, Modino. This one that you are singing a happy song with a sad face. Kilo Shele. What's the problem?
Iyabi, talk to us now. What happened?
Kilo Shele.
Mommy, how did it go?
My God, no, they say, my people. How na dey?
We are fine. We are very okay. So what happened now? This is not you for sure. What is it? It's a serious matter.
Madina must be happy every time.
I don't know that. This is what I like. Positive disposition.
No matter how the thing be. Madina must be happy.
Correct. Modino. Positive disposition. I like that. Please, don't let anything dull your sparkle.
Good. You see, I like this. This is very, very good. Today is going to be a very good day. This is a very good something. In fact, let me dance for Hey, today is our birthday, so you people be ready to serve us special things. So because I know she's about to declare something.
My friend, sit down. Let us hear what she talk now.
Why you champion me like that?
Sit down there.
Look.
500,000.
What you
What? 500,000. How did this robbery take place? When did this happen?
Robbery. If now I'm robber for better. Which are robber, they born. Where go first me? No be I'm robber. Now inside the bank. Now those boys when they call Yahoo. Now long matter.
Sorry. How did this robbery take place?
They call me say make I come cook.
for society party.
Okay.
We talk. We agree for money. We agree 500,000 naira. They told me they won't give me check. I said I won't check me, then give me cash. So God talk say we go meet for bank. I go bank. I don't know, say these boys they watch me. They give me money finish, I count am. Money complete. You know this bank, development bank.
Oh yes.
Where they for new road.
Yes, very good.
New
Yes.
Nigerian road.
Yes. You read that and
There we go. They count the money give me, I count everything, they complete. Carry the money. Now I see make I dey go my own bank. I cross road. I talk say I go put 300,000 inside bank. I go carry 200,000 for myself. I don't know, say these bad boys they watch me, they follow me. I enter bank. I see line. I join line. Then I see one fine boy. In dress. If you see him coat, now so they get or day, cha. Now he come meet me, say, madam. Then tell am say make you come meet me. He tell me say na staff for bank. Yes, you come tell me say they tell am say because I dey go get customer for bank. Say make you come help me.
Iyamodinus, I don't finish. Iyamodinus, Ofobi Moyo. Hey, they don't take fine coat and tie. Take this if you finish Iyamodinus. But how much then they sell coat for Bolaba? If you come on Bolaba, then they all coat like say then they all baby and salt and all the rest of it. Oh, coat very good.
I enter, give am. The boy carry form, come. We fill form together. They carry form. They carry money. He enter. You come back, you tell am stamp. You come to say, madam, I said, give me your PPN number. I give am. So he carry, he enter. He come back. Now I see another bam, money don't enter my account. I said, thank you very much. I think I give her 1,000 naira.
Additional 1,000.
So how did the money now disappear?
Yeah, come on. As I come back, come shop for restaurant, sister restaurant. Now they hear pee. Me, I don't know. I don't look phone. I say na network. I don't do anything. I can't reach out. I no go cry. I no go cry. I no go cry. I reach out. Now I thought say I see my phone. I check am. Now see every kobo wey dey inside my account don vamoose. The one wey dey inside though, and the new one for catering don vamoose. Now I enter go make wahala following day for bank say, now go give me my money back because inside this bank it take happen.
This is unbelievable. Imagine, this was just yesterday. Lost of.
So what did they now say in the bank?
And you know bankers now? Now kurukere, their life no dey straight.
Oh God.
But they must pay me my money.
Yes. They must pay this money.
500,000.
What is happening? The kind of things that happen in this country are totally unbelievable. Kilode, over smart people everywhere, and they will never ever use it positively. Even inside the bank. Me, I think that this thing must be in collusion with the bank staff.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that not your regular bank? Why did you walk directly to the cashier to be attended to? You gave your bank details to funny people that you don't even know inside the banking hall.
Not be my fault. At the same time, I blame myself. True. I blame myself 100%.
Now the bank why don't they use take? Why don't do many transactions?
Yes.
Really? Yes.
Kilo day, na so walk, you know the finish. I'm like a kilo day, na so walk, you know the tire. Oh, 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 oh. Ah, yeah.
There's an easier way to get more data. Get more out of life with the new Airtel data plans. Dial *141# now. Data is life.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
In these uncertain times, one thing's certain. We're in this together. So Clean Protect, the antibacterial detergent that removes 99.9% germs while it cleans. Because germ-free clean is the real clean that we all need. Do your best to protect your family. So Clean Protect.
Last week, just last week here, I was in Lagos. Moloseko now. What I saw in Lagos shocked me. I mean, I got the greatest shock of my life. Ask what now? What is it? I saw a beggar. I mean, a beggar with a POS machine. As in, if you don't have cash, you can do transfer.
Auntie Segi, what is this you're turning
Come assume you.
A beggar with POS. How did they get it?
Imagine.
Is it not banker? Or you go to the bank, then they will give you POS. How did beggar get POS? What is this you're turning into?
At least I know you will not say I'm a liar. Abi?
No.
Sagi, I find it difficult to believe.
You will not wait to
I
explain
will
before you.
You guys, you don't even know what is happening now. Una never see see. Most of these beggars now now business. Now the thing.
Tell them.
Business. So why? But let me ask you that una never see where most of avocado beggars in the morning come down and come drop them. Then even the time kuma you go come again, come carry them, come go back again to una never see them.
Just like them Tata go carry people from Masaka, come drop for AYO. Then in the evening when they don't work free, they carry them go back to Masaka.
I've seen that many of times. Right. Truth is, we have to be very careful. True. Yes, not to avoid only ATM points. Yes. And let's stop going to the ATM like very late at night and very early in the morning.
You are right,
So sorry.
You are right, Auntie Nami. That was how my friend was almost killed in the East. Yeah. So she went for an occasion, a wedding ceremony. And then when she was returning, she decided to stop by at the ATM to withdraw some money. Okay. There was this boy at the ATM pretending he wasn't able to withdraw money. So he told her to go ahead of him. Then she went to withdraw. All of a sudden, the guy pulled out a gun. Pulled out a gun on her and told her to withdraw to the last kobo. Else, he was going to kill her. Meanwhile, the boy's friend was on the lookout, checking, in case if someone was coming, so that they'll be able to alert him. Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, chap. They know one hustle. Why? When hustle, they sweet. Especially if you they make them like us.
Chidi, let me tell you something. No be everybody where they see like this. When they press calculator for small numbers. True. I'm telling you. Sorry, ma.
Listen. Una say I sit down quiet like this, go. Wallahi tallahi una don't do my burial.
God forbid.
Wallahi. I'm telling you. Wallahi una don't do my burial. If to say that Yahoo boy succeed to take my money, when I for no step for this life, I say,
Mala, even you.
Hey, sit down there now. Chidi, you never hear say Tumbo fly no get respect for even senior or junior drink. Sit down there. I beg Alajibala, how you take happen?
Now that big beard and where we have been the talk about for.
Okay.
I go to my service to come back. You know, say I know they carry my big phone again, and my big bag where all my things.
Oh yes, I remember that one when you talk say them still that time we then come carry go.
Do your head correct.
Okay, I remember.
So as I when they come back, now in my small phone call ring, I pick up number calling me. Wallahi. Now in can tell me say the man he tell him he calling my name complete. Calling my number, even the number for the front of my ATM card.
You know you in Toto.
Him saying they call it from my bank. He say my account got a problem. He say now him the bank send me to can solve the problem before I begin to lose money. Wallahi. Now here I can't help you. Well, I have you. I can't say thank you, sir. I said, what do you want to make I do now? Now he can't say, the only thing needed now say make I send my BVN and my PIN number. I said, I can't say I will send them, but I go house now. I will send it in 45 minutes. 45 minutes on the dot. Now the guy calling me back.
It's usually like that. Very promising.
As he calling me, I did the chop. Wallahi, thank God say my sister featured there. Now he sent me pa. Wallahi, now he sent me. The phone. As the phone, I put on for speaker. Wallahi, now him. As I put on for speaker, before we go talk, where I go talk anytime, now him, my nephew, just watch the call before I begin to call the number. Now I call the first one up. Why you cut the number? Why you cut up? I can't say make a whole uncle. He can't take your time as a bullet to me saying now, one night. One night. Now so me and I'm come work, can't go back. As we reach bank finish. Now we can discover say wallahi nothing do my account. Just for one night you paper. Now so my money for just one cafe.
You know something, very, very soon now. You see girls will be calling POS machine to their boyfriend's house. see, just imagine now, the girl have finished. Alhaji, wait, let me tell you a story. The girl will finish, I want to go. The girl will say, baby, I want to go. The boy will do like this. Okay, no problem. He will do like this. Nah, baby, there is no one in the house. Tomorrow I will give you. She will say, don't worry. She will bring it out. I'm ready. Now put your ATM. Put it. The guy will put it. But that is notwithstanding. I have account officer that I always talk to. Every time I want to do any transaction. Okay, for
before uncle, no time to check time. At least, you better say the girl no steal now. It's better than stealing. And on next level, they call that one. And people like you know say you never marry. Your hand are like this.
They don't catch you.
Your time, when you marry finish, use ruler. They measure you.
Now so they can't sugar.
Hey, Chidi, they are finished timber.
Sorry.
Wait. Something just come to my mind, Balachino. Are you very sure, young Modina? That it is not to those boys that give you that money that they come to do that lobby.
It's possible, but it's very possible.
It's possible.
Oh God. Let us gather our bank details. Yes. There are too many bad people in town.
Sorry. See, this will not happen again. You understand?
By God's grace, those people, the bank must return your money because it's happening inside the bank.
Sorry,
let me go and do some business.
Please, be fine. You need to take care of your mother now, okay? Sorry, please.
So I know how you feel. Sorry.
Me na understand happen to. Kai, you strong like you be strong woman, powerful. Me I for don't collapse. The child.
Aba, the commercial capital of Abia State, well known as the Enyimba City, is a little but mighty city where anything and about everything is possible. With a population of over 2 million people residents and thousands of daily visitors, the city is said to be in a hurry almost round the clock. The bulk of the commercial activities therein is centered on creative entrepreneurial skills in diverse forms, from the metal fabrications to leather works of shoes and bags. Have you heard of made in Aba shoes? They are a sight to behold. The creative beauty put into it with what you may describe as a seamless effort, but that is only for the expert, as I tried to produce a pair but failed woefully. Now we know that it is easier said than done for the novice. How then do these experts get the job done?
The Aba people, God gave us special strength. No matter any quantity you will order now, we will make sure that will satisfy our customers.
Who really are their target buyers?
Nigerians are not patronizing our products. Instead of them patronizing what we are producing, Cameroonians, Togo, Ivory Coast, Abidjan, all these African sub-Saharan countries, they are the people that are coming in here to buy our product because they know the value.
Is this business really profitable?
There's money here. There's money here. There is money. If the government can help us to move forward,
we will turn the economy of this country round. We will not be mentioning anything like joblessness again. All these young school leavers who don't have jobs, you see many of them here. They will be flowing, and we'll be training them because the skill, God gave it to us.
One thing that stands out are the labels on the products. All are foreign. I wondered why.
Whenever they come to know that you are the one that produced this one, sometimes they would not like to buy it. They prefer the ones they don't know, the person that worked it, than the one they know, the person that worked it.
The Aba shoes seem to be high in demand, especially within the west coast of Africa. What stands it out?
We are using two kinds of leathers. One is animal skin and a synthetic. It's Nigerian leather. That's why the country prefer this leather to those of their own leathers. As our women, they will tell you, that is what we are hearing today. They are now preferring made in Aba too. made in China because of its quality today.
Given the fact that this little town, known as the Japan of Africa, can well produce footwears for the entire Nigeria and beyond, what then is stalling the effort?
Shoe manufacturing is something that needs brain work. They should first of all talk about an environment, a place that is made, that is cited for leather and the garment. Provide us, if not another thing, let there be electricity, let there be empowerment.
They don't have the equipment. We are working too much with hand. So we are stressing ourselves.
Not long ago, the state government took a giant stride to build on the people's efforts. Some of the designers were sent to China to learn and acquire more skills and finesse in this area. What has been the effect on their productivity?
Hello Nigeria, I am Becky Madujemo. Welcome to your indispensable Sunday Tonic Newsline. For a sneak preview, a young businesswoman is brought down by her neighbors. We investigate how she was murdered and what motivated the capital crime. This week, we return to Kasuwa Dare village. Yes, same community where the people are decrying the spate of rape. This time, you won't believe who the alleged culprit is. Another shocking incident happened in a house after members had dinner. The mood of the people in that locality has been sorrowful since then. The reason for the sadness will be explained. On a cultural note, we are bringing several traditional events to your screen. A royal naming ceremony by a revered kingdom is one of such. We have more amazing stories as well, which will come right after the news by Claire Adelabu Abdul Razak.
Hello, Becky, and welcome to Abuja. And here is the news. President Muhammadu Buhari will depart Abuja Monday for Niamey, Niger Republic, to participate in the 57th Ordinary Session of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government. The one-day summit will deliberate on the special report on COVID-19 to be presented by President Buhari in his capacity as the ECOWAS champion on the fight against COVID-19. President Buhari is expected to coordinate the sub-regional response against the pandemic. In furtherance of that objective, under the supervision of the champion, Nigerian Ministers of Health, Aviation and Finance were appointed chairpersons of the Ministerial Coordination Committees on Health, Transport, Logistics and Trade, as well as finance, respectively. In addition, this summit will receive a special report on the ECOWAS Single Currency Program to be presented by President Julius Maada Bio of Sierra Leone and Chair of the Authority of Heads of State and Government of the West African Monetary Zone, alongside President Alassane Ouattara, who is chair of the West African Economic Monetary Union. The president of the ECOWAS Commission, Jean-Claude Cassibro, will present to the West African leaders the 2020 interim report on activities of the sub-regional body, including ECOWAS Vision 2050. The alarming rise in incidents of terrorism, insurgency, armed banditry and piracy will also come under focus, while the disruption of the democratic process by the military in Mali will receive further attention. Similarly, in Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, Guinea and Niger, where parliamentary and presidential elections are scheduled for this year, the imperative to strengthen democracy in the sub-region by respecting constitutional provisions, rule of law and outcomes of free and fair polls would also be emphasized. And the Defense Headquarters wish to reassure residents of the FCT and other adjoining states that the Armed Forces of Nigeria and other security agencies have been on red alert to combat crime and ensure effective surveillance of the Federal Capital Territory and other parts of the country. A statement by the Coordinator, Defense Media Operations, Major General John Eneche. The Defense Headquarters says this has become necessary sequel to a purported memorandum from the Nigeria Customs Service warning its staff on a possible attack on the FCT. Major General Eneche notes that the public is advised to go about their businesses while the armed forces and other security agencies assure Nigerians that the offensives against criminals will be sustained until normalcy is restored in all parts of the country. The public is enjoined to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activity accordingly. And the Police Force Cybercrime Unit, Interpol National Central Bureau, Abuja, has arrested 2 suspects for defrauding Frederick Von Hahn the sum of 1.5 million euros and another 880,000 euros as advance payment for the supply of COVID-19 personal protective equipment. Force Public Relations Officer DCP Frank Mba in a statement says the suspects, who are members of a sophisticated transnational criminal network, cloned the corporate website of the German company. The arrest of the suspect was sequel to a mutual legal assistance treaty received by the Bureau from the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, conveying a request from the German government for investigations into fraudulent transactions on the procurement of COVID-19 personal protective equipment linked to a Nigerian-based bank account. The Inspector General of Police, while assuring members of the public and the international community of the commitment of the force in tackling cyber crimes and other transnational crimes, notes that the suspects will soon be arraigned. And the national president of Jama'atu Izalatu Bida wa Ikamatu Sunnah, Sheikh Abdullahi Bala Lau, has urged Muslim clerics to support the federal and Kaduna state government's efforts towards dousing tension in southern Kaduna by preaching peace and harmonious coexistence amongst various groups. He said this when he led the delegation of the group to Governor Nasiru Ahmed El-Rufai in Kaduna. Mohammed Umar Ajingi reports.
By the wave of violent conflicts in southern Kaduna, the leaders of faith have been extending support to both security agencies and governments with a view to dousing tension and provide lasting solution to the age-long crisis. Members of Izalatul Bid'ah wa Iqamatus Sunnah, led by their leader Sheikh Abdullahi Balalo, are here on the same mission to make their own input. The group commended the effort of both the federal and the state government in calming the situation through deployment of more security assets and above all bringing together the aggrieved parties on a dialogue table for genuine reconciliation and sustainable peace in the affected areas.
So we are here as an Islamic organization to support the peaceful coexistence of our people in Kaduna State. Without peace and harmony, you cannot even practice your religion.
This is another visit that gives the state government hope that the violence will soon be history. Governor Nasiru Ahmed El-Rufai says aside the heavy security presence in the affected areas, religious leaders can play a vital role in getting people to embrace peace.
Where we present them with all the facts, all the information, for them to use the holy books to guide how they will preach to the congregation. And we are very grateful for that. We think it's key. This is why we are very pleased to receive the National President of Khan and all the top bishops, and then we inaugurated the House of Kaduna Family last week, and the Sultan of Sokoto also visited, all along the same line.
It is expected that the message of peace will get down to the aggrieved parties for immediate restoration of normalcy to southern Kaduna. In Kaduna, I am Muhammad Umar Ajingi, NTA News.
And Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Sadia Umar Faruk, has expressed the federal government's commitment to devise access to reach out to IDPs in hard-to-reach areas through the provision of relief items. The minister stated this during the demonstration of food distribution by helicopters via parachute by the military in Maiduguri. Ilyasu Ali Yakubu tells us more.
5 out of the 10 C-130 cargo airplanes of the Nigerian Air Force have so far landed in Maiduguri, the Borno state capital, with assorted food items for onward distribution to IDP camps. The food items include rice, beans, grains, and condiments. The breakdown shows that 26,000 bags of 12.5 kg parboiled rice, 26,000 bags of 25 kg bags of beans, 26,000 bags of 4.5 kg maize and millet, 1,300 bags of iodine salt, 2,620 liters cage of vegetable oil, among other condiments. The Humanitarian Affairs Minister said President Muhammadu Buhari is resolved to continue to provide more food items to the less privileged and vulnerable Nigerians, especially in the midst of COVID-19. While commending the Nigerian military for their doggedness in the fight against insurgency, Sadia Umar Farouk said the usage of helicopters in reaching out to IDPs in non-accessible areas via parachute will go a long way in making life more meaningful to IDPs who were hitherto non-accessible.
This airdrop is possible. We can drop this food to areas that we cannot access by road or because of some other challenges. I think that's the most important thing, for this food to get to the targeted beneficiaries. And there's going to be air surveillance anyway, and we are going to mark those locations.
Borno State Deputy Governor Omar Usman acknowledged President Muhammadu Buhari's intervention in the northeast, which he said will never be forgotten in a hurry. From Maiduguri in Borno State, Ilyasu Aliyakubu, NTA News.
Now, India reports more than 90,000 new COVID-19 cases in just one day. And that's just as Melbourne extends stage 4 coronavirus lockdown. Let's join Joy Someto for a weekly review of the pandemic.
Nigeria continues to see a significant decrease in the number of new coronavirus cases. A review of official data by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control shows that the country recorded a weekly figure of 1,178 new cases, the lowest since May, while a total of 1,678 persons recovered from the disease and were discharged. The country also recorded a weekly total of 43 new COVID-19 deaths, the highest in 4 weeks. The NCDC in its daily update stated that out of the 54,905 infections so far, 42,992 persons have recovered, while 1,054 deaths have been recorded. And statistics published by Worldometer as at 6 p.m. Nigeria time show that 27,156,400 people globally have now contracted COVID-19, while 885,034 of the number have died. In 1 week, global infection figures rose by 1.8 million, while more than 36,000 fatalities were recorded. Meanwhile, a strict lockdown in the Australian city of Melbourne has been extended by 2 weeks, with officials saying the resurgence of COVID-19 cases have not declined. The state has been the epicenter of the country's second wave, accounting for 90% of Australia's COVID-19 deaths. And India on Sunday recorded 90,632 new coronavirus cases in 24 hours. Data from the country's health ministry reveals that 1,065 persons also succumbed to the virus in the same 24-hour period. And that's it from here. I am Joyce Ometu.
And away from COVID-19, the attention of the Minister of Labour and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige, has been drawn to the proposed strike action by members of the National Association of Resident Doctors, NARD. In a statement, the Minister notes that in 3 conciliatory meetings. The NMA attested to the fact that 6 out of the 8 demands listed by the group have been addressed comprehensively and satisfactorily. Dr. Ngige reminds NAD that it is against labor laws and ILO conventions that for parties in conciliation over any issue to employ arm-twisting methods. The statements further adds that NAD already has pending cases in court, and for that reason the group should respect the laws and withdraw the ultimatum issued to Down Tools with effect from Monday, September the 7th. Now, a mega conference against rape organized in Garaku, Kokona local government area of Nasarawa State is nudging government and all relevant key players to tackle cases of rape and violence against women with the same commitment deployed in the fight against COVID-19. Let's join Blessing Danfulani for the rest of the story.
Cases of rape and other sexually related violence against women, which became alarming, is worrisome to government, groups and individuals, hence this conference.
That we should know that rape is not our culture. Everybody is a potential victim of rape, which is the reason why we bring together all the scholars.
Stakeholders at the conference call for concerted efforts of government, parents and relevant authorities towards combating rape and moral decadence, describing rape as dehumanizing.
Have been anti-cultural, anti-human, and therefore condemnable.
To ensure that all the perpetrators of rapes are being punished. We went to the extent of castration.
We keep doing it every now and then in our own local way to see that we keep educating the youth.
So parents have a lot of roles, the church has a lot of roles.
Indecent dressing, drug abuse, lack of sex education and joblessness were identified as some causes of rape. Blessing Danfulani, NTA News.
And the People's Democratic Party National Campaign Council for Edo State governorship election has commended the Oba of Benin, Oba Iware II, for his fatherly intervention to ensure a peaceful and credible governorship election in that state. A statement by the Secretary of the Publicity Subcommittee of the National Campaign Council on Edo governorship election, Kola Ologbodion, says the party's campaign, as well as its members and supporters across the state, assures that they will continue to conduct their activities and campaign in very peaceful and orderly manner. It also stated that the party's campaign team and members value the forthright admonitions, reprimands, counsel and direction by the Royal Father, which is a reinforcement of the party's established and unwavering commitment towards peaceful electoral process, particularly in the Edo State governorship election. It further urges all key players to allow their actions to be guided by the admonitions of the Oba of Benin, as well as other royal fathers in the state before, during and after the elections. And the federal government has commenced the rehabilitation of Outer Marina Bonny Camp Road and Eco Bridge through Akpogwom Bridge. The contract, which will be completed in 12 months, is expected to address perennial flooding experienced along that route. Dr. Uguyemi has the report.
Phase of the 9-kilometer project being funded by Sukuk began earlier this month. The work being carried out include excavation for the provision of concrete line drains. This became necessary to address the issue of flooding around Ahmadu Bello Way on Victoria Island and its environs.
So now we have increased the size of the drains that we are providing to take care of the runoff water, which will now be taken down to up to Ademola Adetokunbo. We are going to overlay the carriageway. So that is the overlay of the carriageway that we are carrying out on the Outer Marina Road. That is from Agbagba up to Eko Hotel.
Meanwhile, the Federal Ministry of Works has begun the installation of a 2.4-meter height steel gantry and warning signs on Eco Bridge to prevent axle load abuse on the bridge. In Lagos, Dotun Uguyemi, NTA News.
And repairs on the damaged portion of Rigachukun Bridge is in progress. Abdullahi Mohammed reports that observers are worried about another looming threat to the alternative.
The life of the alternative bridge, which has been the saving grace for motorists,
couple of days when this bridge has been closed hangs on the balance now. This is because a tiny hole that we noticed yesterday has opened up, damaging the transition base of the bridge.
A break in the ongoing rehabilitation of the Rugachukun Bridge, which caved in for the second time, and another unfortunate incident looms. In the last couple of hours, it was a tiny hole, and now the transition base of the bridge is threatened.
On the other side too, there's a hole that comes out, and someone entering that place on the other side. Now they have to, both sides have to repair. Otherwise, they don't want to, any time for now, it can break down.
This bridge has been the only link to about 8 states across northern Nigeria. And what is more worrisome is that a good number of the estimated 24,000 vehicles that ply the bridge are heavy-duty trucks. The weather is also brewing. More rains may hit the grounds, and that could be disastrous to this bridge.
If eventually these two bridges are closed to traffic, commuting and supplies to about 8 states across northern Nigeria will suffer. And the damage that this will cause to the economy of the nation can only be imagined. In Kaduna, Abdullah Muhammad, NTA News.
And from Bauchi State comes a report that the state governor, Bala Mohammed, has promised to leave the state better than he met it. He gave the assurance at the flag-off ceremony for the construction of new township roads across the state. Mahmoud Ibn Mohammed reports that Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State performed the flag-off ceremony.
Township roads are 3.5 kilometers Mudalawal Market Road that stretches through Bakinkura, Gwangwangwang, Bakaro and Ofardumi to railway in Bauchi Metropolis. Others are 2 township roads in Bununu, the headquarters of Tafabulewo local government area, with the length of 2.5 kilometers. The Sina in Shira local government also with 2.5 kilometers. And 1.65 kilometers in Sadi of Darazo local government area.
Construction of these roads would serve to uplift the living conditions of the dwellers by making the towns easily accessible.
It's not how much money you have, but how you are able to manage with the little you have.
Governor Wike had earlier paid homage on the Emir of Bauchi, Alhaji Rulwan Suleiman Adamu, at his palace. In Bauchi, Mahmoud Ibn Muhammad, NTA News.
All right, let's take some sports stories now. A Nigerian National League restates condition for registration as new record is set in athletics in the Czech Republic's capital, Prague. Amasi Marcos has more on Sports Update.